Hello collective, it's TimelessTiMarie and I'm back with another timeless reading for the collective. If you are returning, hey family, hey love, soul tribe, and lost ones, thank you for returning. And if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Let's go ahead and tap on into the message collective. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with some love oracles for you. Let's go ahead and tap into the energy of what the collective needs to know at this time. I'm feeling like a very playful energy, a very playful, free-flowing energy at this time. I love this for you. What do we have for the collective? Hand of cards. It says take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, and gambling. Hand of cards. We also have the sword and rose. It says clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. I'm hearing roll the dice in your life. Roll the dice in your life. Don't worry about the outcome. Don't worry about how things are going to unfold. Give that up to God. Give those worries of an outcome up to God. Instead, roll the dice on your life. Gamble with the idea of abundance. Gamble with it. Don't allow somebody to force your hand either, I'm getting here. Don't allow life to force your hand. Don't allow setbacks or delays to keep you where they delayed you at. Don't get stuck. Don't get lost. If you have an idea, I'm hearing take a risk, because there's clarity, there's truth, there's a revelation that will come when you do step forward and take on something that is risky. It's only risky because it's unknown. This could be something that you have to solidify, meaning you have to get legal advice on. This could be a business. You have to get an LLC. This is something that you have to put a stamp on, I'm getting. Again, this could be a business that you are trying to prepare yourself to take on, or wherever this may resonate in your life collective. There's something that, again, you have to take a risk on, but it could be a gamble, meaning it's a 50-50 toss-up. It could fail, it could succeed, but God is saying, your angels are saying, the spirit is saying to take that risk. Take that risk because, again, on this card, you are protected. We have the word protected. You might have to do it alone. In the beginning, you might have to do it alone. But if you're taking that risk in the beginning, you're not showing your hand. Your passionate endeavors are starting because, again, you're not showing your hand. You're not letting people in too early on your ideas that haven't come into fruition yet, or you haven't put a plan towards yet. Don't let people in too closely. Keep your circle tight, but also make sure that tight circle is tight because the people around you are vibrating at a frequency of higher consciousness, of knowing that there's more to life than just money and materialistic things, but it's more so what we have inside internally that will affect our outer world. It's people of higher frequency and consciousness that you are surrounding yourself with, and that is why your circle is so tight. That is why your bonds are being built and your connections are everlasting, I'm getting. And if they're not, you are taking a risk on certain people. You are taking a risk on certain relationships. You are taking a risk on that business. You are taking a risk on something that you are creating, and you're bringing it to life here. And you are protected because it is a part of your destiny. It is a part of something that you are supposed to be creating or co-creating with the universe here. That's beautiful. And again, going back to the beginning of the read, before I even pulled a card, I was feeling the energy of light on your feet, everlasting happiness and joy and a giddiness, and it really is happiness because you are starting afresh. I'm getting a fresh new idea is going to be coming very soon, and spirit wants you to act on it, to take a risk, because life is a gamble sometimes. And even though gambling, you could, this also is a separate message, you could have something in your past stemming from gambling, but this is a different type of gamble. You're not risking money. It's more so higher risk, higher reward is what I'm getting. And it's not about finances right now. I'm getting this gamble is you and your mindset. Push it to the limit is what I'm getting. Push it to the limit. Yes, that's what I'm getting here. Somebody is about to push it to the limit. That's the gamble. It's the 50-50 chance that you might fail. And if you fail, that's great. Get back up, rise up, reevaluate. Go back to why you may have failed. A failure is sometimes a blessing in disguise. It's a learning lesson. It's an experience that you can take with you. I'm seeing this here. It's like when you're studying something. I'm seeing like a spreadsheet, right? Of you writing out every step that you took. Again, if you happen to fail, I see you going back and writing like a list here, and on this list it's each step that you took, and you're going back and you're seeing where you have made that mistake, and then you're going back and correcting it. It's like an action plan I'm getting. There's like a business plan, or you're needing to write a business plan at this time, collective. Let's go ahead and get some tarot for you. But overall, I'm getting that you are going to be stepping forward, and if you take the risk, either way, even though it's that 50-50 chance, wow, the Lovers just came out. The Lovers is reminding me of a choice. It's your decision at the end of the day whether or not you want to take this risk, whether it be in partnership, building a legacy, or starting afresh in a new state, moving physically, wherever this relocation is. Again, relocation has been heavy in the energy recently. This idea you have to take advantage of at this moment that you have received the download of what idea you have, that epiphany, that bright idea, that light bulb that has gone off in your head, collective. That choice that you need to make, collective, has been prophesized to you and for you to take action on. And that's why it's your decision, because even if you gamble, right? You gamble with this idea, gamble with this opportunity, meaning you take that risk and it fails, it's okay because it's a lesson learned. The Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune here. Wow, these are two powerful energies. Sorry, the camera cut out. The choice with the Wheel of Fortune is ultimately yours to choose, collective. Nobody's gonna force your hand. Nobody's gonna force you to start that business. No one's gonna force you into a relationship. Nobody's gonna force you to do something that will help elevate you and your mindset. Nobody's gonna force you to read that book. Nobody's gonna force you to exercise. Nobody's gonna force you to diet better. Nobody's gonna force your hand, is what I'm getting. And it's all about divine timing and a cycle ending in your life because you made a decision to end it. You didn't stay in that toxic relationship. You didn't stay in that toxic position wherever it resonates in your life. You didn't stay in that toxic pattern or cycle from generations. You didn't stay stuck and stagnant like you were supposed to, like the enemy was praying that you would. You didn't stay. You made a decision to move forward, and that was a risk. That was a gamble that you made. So if you could risk and gamble and roll the dice in your life in that way, you can do that when it comes to starting a business. You could do that when it comes to exercising. You can do that when it comes to sticking to a plan of action and following through with it. You can do it, collective, is what I'm getting. It's time to feel encouraged, like things are happening for you, like there are changes occurring in the future that will provide you a path of great success that you are determined to walk towards. You are aligning with your divine purpose because it is a part of your destiny in this life, and divine timing is always at play in your life. And that's what brings you this clarity. That's what brings you this truth that you will soon be living if you're not already. You are going to be taking a risk. I'm getting a huge risk, and I'm getting, again, huge risk, huge reward, huge risk, huge reward. But you're playing smart. You're not being naive where you once have been naive. Again, reevaluating where you may have failed in the past and now moving forward. Let's say, for example, you have started a business in the past and it didn't technically fail, but it didn't go the way that you expected, or at some point you gave it up, or something has caused you to stop working towards your goal. Whatever it may be in your life currently or in the past, collective, you are now being advised to stand back up, get back on your feet. Wow, there was just a huge bumblebee. Get back on your feet and fly. Get back on your feet, stand tall. Get back on your feet and plan and reevaluate. Again, going back in the beginning, when I was seeing that list of you writing down the steps that you took leading up to the failure. Okay, now reevaluate those steps and edit it. Like I'm seeing, like, remember in school where you used to write a paper or turn in your homework and the teacher would return it with, you know, edits and the correct answer? That's what I'm seeing for someone out there, and that's the risk. That's the risk that you're taking, that small risk. Maybe you aren't somebody who would. Wow, there's a squirrel. Oh my god, there's a squirrel right there. Oh no, sorry buddy, you're gonna have to leave. See how that squirrel, I don't know if you saw it in the video, but that squirrel was very close to me and it forced me to stand up. Do you see how spirit is coming through with the message right now? In just with nature too. That squirrel randomly just came. It was unexpected, was like literally right here. I don't know, I'm gonna have to rewatch the video to see if the squirrel's in the video, but that squirrel was too close and he was standing up. Like usually animals, like they like me. That squirrel was giving me mixed signals. Like I didn't know whether or not like he was on the defense about to jump towards me, because he kind of just stood there. Like I don't know, but do you see how that squirrel just forced me to get up and pause what I was doing, and now I'm returning back to what I was doing? Take it how you want to. Take it how you want to. All I know is you may be delayed. You may have had to come to an end and put something to an end in your life, or you thought it was over. No, start that business again. Go and reevaluate where you went wrong in the way that you were eating, in the way you were exercising. Why weren't you losing weight? Why weren't you gaining weight? Why weren't you successful the first time in that business? What didn't you have? What didn't work in that relationship that caused it to end? What wasn't working at that job? What didn't you like? Where did you play a part of things that you need to work on? Like, there's something that's going to be forcing you, like that squirrel. It may come in as chaotic, but something's gonna come into your life that's forcing you to reevaluate your decisions. Reevaluate where you may have messed up and where you need to fix it, where you need to edit, like that teacher returning that paper, that assignment, returning it. That's like God returning something back to you, saying you need to fix this and let's move forward. Take that risk. I'm telling you, this is what's coming through in the spirit. God is going to be giving you an idea. Again, collective. Again, I'm getting, it's like you've had this idea once, you tried it and you failed, quote unquote, your version of failure, and it caused you to stop. It caused you to delay the process of recreating it. But now something like that squirrel is gonna come and force your hand. Something is gonna force you. Not physically. Nobody's gonna, like, I'm not getting somebody is gonna physically, like, oh, give you, like, oh, you gotta do this. I'm not getting that. I'm saying force in the sense that God is rearranging, putting you in position to choose, like the lovers, to end a cycle of stagnancy and start fresh on an idea that he has already given you. He being God, he, she, divine, whatever you believe, the Most High has once given you before, and you may have acted on it but stopped. Now again, it's coming full circle, like the wheel. It's coming again full circle to meet you again in the vibration you're now at. Maybe in the past you weren't yet ready all the way, but now it's revisiting you because it's time to gamble. It's time to take a risk. It's time, like the fool, to jump. Don't be scared. Jump. Even if God has to push you. This is personal, but God is reminding me of this. I've always said I would love to jump out of an airplane just to do it, right? Just to do it, but I always said I don't think I would willingly, when I'm up there, you know, you never know what you would do for sure until you're put in that position, but me thinking about it, I would probably have to be pushed out of the plane. I don't think I would willingly, when I'm up there, I would probably, nerves would kick in and I'd be like, oh my God, like I can't do this looking down at that plane. Like picture yourself, you know, strapped up to the person, and you got your parachute on, you got everything on, and you're just looking down. Are you gonna jump? Are you gonna be that person to jump out that plane? Metaphorically speaking, wherever this is in your life, are you gonna be that person that jumps out the plane, or is somebody gonna have to push you? Either way, you're gonna be off that plane. Either way, that parachute is gonna extend, because you're gonna be in the sky. You're gonna be in the sky somewhere. Something might come like that squirrel unexpectedly and force you to jump. It might be that push to take that leap, to jump out that plane in order to fly. We all need a little push sometimes. We all need a little encouragement sometimes to bring balance back into our lives. We all need someone to come in and step in sometimes, to lend a helping hand. We all need reassurance sometimes. We all need motivation sometimes. We all need something in this life. Even though we need for nothing, we all have to feel vulnerable at some point, because I feel like that vulnerability pushes you in a direction where you're uncomfortable, and when you're uncomfortable, it gives you an opportunity to figure out how you can be more stable in that uncomfortability, how you can be more reliant on God in that dark time. Something is going to force you to choose, and it's going to happen in divine timing. You might not like it, but you might, because you're being led regardless. At the end of the day, it's a 50-50 chance I'm getting, but you're being led regardless. You're being led regardless. It's up to you to make a decision. It's time for you to hone in on your gifts. It's time for you to hone in and start that business. Heavily start that business. Heavily start that business. Heavily exercise. Heavily write out a plan. It's like I'm getting like you are changing up your routine, and those changes that you're making involve a business plan. Every single day working towards a business plan. Every single day working towards a workout routine, a workout plan, getting fit, eating healthy. That routine could be coming to the park and sitting in the sunlight, meditating, getting closer with the divine, getting closer with nature, getting closer with the Most High, because you're worthy. Collective, something is forcing you to be great. Like, great. And I'm hearing Mamba mentality. Mamba mentality. Yes, Mamba mentality. Like Kobe Bryant. May he rest in peace. And his daughter, Gianna Bryant. May they rest in peace. A message for the collective who is about to take that risk, who's about to leap, who's about to get uncomfortable. And it's okay. We're all uncomfortable at one point in our lives. We have to be vulnerable. We have to be vulnerable, and we have to understand that even if we are alone, like in your own solitude, like that's okay. God is still with you. And I'm hearing, Jesus walks with me, me, me. Kanye West. It says, the world is a reflection of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Embody the love you wish to see in the world. Sacred Pool. Getting 47, April 8th of 21. I wrote this card. That might be important to you. That date, that might be your birthday, April 8th. 444-888 has been heavy. But again, you're a reflection of your outer world. So if you are unhappy with things that are going on in your life currently, maybe you should reflect on where in your life you've accepted failure. And that's okay. That's okay if you've accepted failure. Doesn't mean that you have to stay stagnant. It doesn't mean that you have to stay stuck. If you have an idea, I'm getting again that you must act on it. And I just saw a yellow butterfly. Yellow, reminding me of the solar plexus chakra. Willpower. What are you willing to do? Are you willing to stand back up if you failed? The most successful people in this world have failed multiple times. Failed and then they stood back up. It could have been that last breaking point. That was the breakthrough. That was the breakthrough. You could be just about to reach the finish line. Don't give up. Don't give up. You hear that music? Don't give up. Get pumped. Get psyched. Let's go. Like, that's what I'm getting here. That's what I'm getting here. Don't give up. You're almost at the finish line. Even if you're at your breaking point, okay? We've all been broken at some point in our lives. It's not fun. It's not easy. But stand back up. Come on. Pray. Seek help. Do whatever you need to do. It doesn't matter where you are in this life right now. Even if you're at your lowest point. I've been there. Trust me. I've slept in my car. Lived home to home to home to home to home to home. I've been abused. I've been hungry. I've been lost. I've been hidden. I've been provoked. I've been hurt. I've been financially unfree. I've been shackled by my own limitations and thoughts. Like, I've lived in a lot of disharmony. So I get it. You could be really low. But stand back up, bro or sis. Like, come on. You're more than that. Like, sometimes you gotta be hard on yourself in the sense that it's crunch time. Like, okay, you're not weak. Stand the fuck up. Excuse my language, but not really. Stand the fuck up is what I'm getting. Stand the fuck up and reevaluate where you've gone wrong and see where you can do better and do it. Like, sometimes it really is that simple. But like I said, we all need encouragement sometimes. And work on your solar plexus chakra. Find a mudra and meditate with it, working on the solar plexus. Listen to solar plexus frequencies on YouTube. Yellow. It says, thy will be done through me. Thy will and not mine be done. Thy will be done through me. Thy will and not mine be done. Thy will be done through me. Thy will and not mine be done. What's meant for me is done. What's not meant for me is done. What's not meant for you, collective, is for you to stay stuck and stagnant and sitting on your knees begging for something to change. Be the change. Be the change, collective. I love you. I love you. It's time to stand the fuck up. Stand up. Rise. You got this. You got this. Thy will be done through me. Thy will and not mine be done. Period. That's on period. That's on God. That's on God. Like, that's on God. You are a reflection of your beliefs. You are a reflection of how much you think you're worth. You are a reflection, ultimately, of the people that you keep in your circle. You are a reflection of the job that you're working. You are a reflection of your environment. But you don't have to let the environment overtake you if it's negative. Seek help. Do what needs to be done to rise and stand the fuck back up. With love, I'm saying. Like, I'm saying all this with love. I've once had to tell myself, look myself in the mirror. I've once looked at myself in the mirror and I didn't even recognize the reflection that I was seeing because I was so low and so down and so just, there's no words for how I've once felt at my breaking point. I had to realize, girl talk, that today's a new day. The pain of the reality of yesterday is not the pain of my reality today and in this moment. I will move forward. I will rise. I will stand. Let's go ahead and get a song for you, collective. At this time, I'm getting drawn to use my cards that I've created, full of songs and messages at this time. This could be a song that might help you. On the back of this card, it says Leo energy. Leo energy. We're not in Leo season. We're in Libra season, but Leo energy could be of significance to you. I'm hearing Venus in Leo, Mars in Leo, Jupiter in Leo. It says, "Wanna Be Starting Something" by Michael Jackson. Wanna be starting something. You want to start something. You want to start something, meaning you want to start a business. You have an idea, collective. Start. You gotta be starting something. You got to be starting something. Hard to get over. Yeah, yeah. Too low to get under. Yeah, yeah. You're stuck in the middle. Gotta be starting something. You got to be starting something. You got to be starting something. You gotta start somewhere. You gotta start somewhere. If it's too high to get over, yeah, too low to get under, yeah, you're stuck in the middle, okay. The pain is thunder, there's gonna be a breakthrough. The pain is thunder, tower energy. Something unexpected is going to put you in a position where you can start that idea that either you've once started and failed at, or you were too afraid to start in the past. It's revisiting you for you to reconsider your decision. The decision being whether you're going to let the idea and what you're supposed to create in this life never come into fruition, or if you're going to be starting, working towards it. It's up to you. Again, beginning of the reading, no one's going to force your hand. Nobody's going to force you to do anything. The divine's not going to come here in physical form and force you and push you. They might do it spiritually, but they're not going to come. Nobody's going to make you stand back up. You have to find that strength within you, and you have it. You have it, most definitely. You have that strength within you, because I'm sure I'm not the only one with a testimony out there. You've gotten up before, so do it again. Just do it in a different area of your life. I'm getting, and for what I'm getting for my collective that resonates with this message, it's in the life of your career and what you want to start and what you're passionate about. You have to start somewhere, and it's okay where you start. If that's not where you want to be, okay, it's a start. Be proud, celebrate your little wins. That's a small success right there. And then eventually it's going to be more risky, and with high risk comes high reward. I'm getting a big reward is in the end. If you gamble, take this risk, gamble with life, gamble with the idea of abundance, gamble with the idea of success. It's 50-50, but I'm betting on you, and so is God. Love's Divine by Seal. Love's Divine. I'm getting heavily. Go listen to this, collective. I love this song. It says, I wrote this on the back. Wow. And I wrote this January 28th of 2022. So that could be significant, a significant timeline for you. It says, the vision of change. I highlighted the animal turkey on one of the cards. It says, honor your own time of harvest. Offer your gifts and blessings as service to the greater good. God has given you an idea for a reason, because he wants you to fulfill it in this life. You have a purpose, and God has a plan. It says, in order to do this, one must forgive every false judgment made upon thee. The false judgment that you've made upon yourself is that you are a failure, that you will never be successful, that it's too hard to start that business alone, that it's too hard to diet better. It's too hard. It's too hard. Somebody's been telling themselves, oh, I just don't have the time. You have 24 hours in a day, just like the next person, just like that person who's successful. We all have the same time in a day. Let's get it done, collective. Motivate yourself. Find ways to encourage yourself. Find ways to actively stay consistent in your life. Actively engage in a higher purpose for yourself. Find who you are and become it. It says Parrot. Parrot once said, let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It is time to embrace who you really are. If other people in the past have seen you, for example, again, I'm still getting a business, have seen you start a business, or have seen you try to lose weight or gain weight, and it didn't go as planned, and it's kind of been stagnant, and other people saw it, eliminate those thoughts of what you think they think of you. At the end of the day, you still at that time had a plan, still at that time made an effort. Give credit to yourself, collective. Don't mind the opinions of people. Most of these people are wannabes anyway, respectfully, who sometimes don't have it in them, and they want to envy you because they see the light in you. Don't become those energies that try to drag you and drain you and keep you hostage and stuck and stagnant in your life. Stand back up, rise back up. Like the parrot said, don't mind the opinions of others, because those opinions will only cloud your judgment and your discernment, and only cloud the reflection that you see in the mirror. Don't let them. Don't let the naysayers win. They're naysayers for a reason. They're negative Nancys for a reason. Leave them where they're at. Leave them where they're at with love. And hopefully they can be encouraged themselves one day to release that energy. That's what I'm getting. Love will help me know my name. Love's Divine by Seal. Love will help me know my name. Love yourself enough to stand back up, to rise back up, to take action on that idea that seemingly came out of nowhere, when really it was handed to you, it was gifted to you by the divine. You received that idea for a reason. Act, because God has your back, God has your best interest, God has a plan, and you have a purpose. It says Lost Souls by Baby Keem and Brent Faiyaz. Lost souls. What do I always say? Welcome, loves, lost ones, soul tribe, family, lost ones. It's okay to be lost. It's okay to be lost. Once you're lost, you can be found again. You can, something that's lost can be found. You can find it. It's like you're a hidden gem, and you're going to be rising back up very, very soon. I'm getting collected. You're going to be rising back up. And it's unexpected. Something might come into your life and force you to rise up, and it's going to be beautiful because it's what you deserve. You're going to be so much happier because the reward, honestly, I'm getting for someone is you taking that leap, stepping on, walking by faith and not by sight, taking a chance on you, betting on yourself is what I'm getting. And once you do that, God got you, your spirit team backing you, and you don't even see it. You don't even see it. But your spirit team really got your back. They're letting me know to let you know that it's okay. Any energies trying to hold you back are beneath you, respectfully. They're beneath you, respectfully. Don't give in. Don't give in to those naysayers. Don't give in to the thoughts of, oh my God, what if I fail again and people see it? Okay? So what? Show them why you are successful. Keep going. Keep growing, keep glowing. You got this, collective. You got this. It's okay if you're in disharmony, yin and yang. There has to be darkness for us to see the light. There has to be. There has to be. There has to be. It's okay. You can get out of that failure mindset. You can get out of that lack mindset. Like this card says, embody the love you wish to see in this world. Embody the love, embody that business, embody that person you wish to become, embody that boss figure in your life, embody the energy. And if you don't know how to embody it, learn how to embody it. Start studying people, places, things, environments. Become more observant, listen more, talk less. I'm getting heavily, go on YouTube and watch successful people. I'm getting like a mentor. Find a mentor. There's free mentors all over on YouTube, in books. Allow yourself to be guided by people with higher knowledge, with more perspective, with not just one way of thinking or doing or growing or making money. Not just one way. With people that don't limit themselves. Start learning from people who have what you desire. Start educating yourself. Start getting fit. Start learning how to diet better and eat healthy. Start learning. Take a course. Get grounded. Reevaluate your priorities. Embody the energy that you wish to see in this world. Become the energy you wish to attract. Wow. We have decision and color. Decision and color. The colors in this book, on these oracle, represent what colors are you seeing at this time. Today I wore all green for a reason. Tapping into your heart, tapping into your purpose, tapping into what is meant for you, what is destined for you, listening to your intuition more, listening to God. It's ultimately your decision. It's ultimately up to you if you want to take that risk. Something is hidden and is going to be coming into light very soon, and it's going to give you an ultimatum. I'm getting ultimatum being, hey, you have to choose either your old life or a new one. Your new life will cost you your old life, is what I'm getting. And the decision is yours. Nobody's going to pick you up and make you move. Nobody's going to make you start that business. Nobody's going to make you exercise. Nobody's going to physically force you. Nobody's going to do the work for you, basically. You have to want it. You have to crave it. You have to desire. You have to thirst for it. You have to hunger for it. You have to be consciously, actively working towards a plan, affirming over your life what you desire, and embracing the change that you don't know is possible, but you know God knows is possible. Embracing it. Anything is possible in this life. Anything is possible in this life. I'm going to read Decision from the book. It says, you have an important decision to make at present, and the decision you make now will affect many around you for a long time to come. Be sure you know what you really want before you act. Take a few deep breaths, take time out to clear your mind, and you will know. We are all part of one creation, energetically interconnected, and therefore what affects one also affects the whole. Everything you say and do, and everything you fail to say or do, has a flow-on effect. A positive effect can only be achieved by being true to yourself. The right decision is the one that sits comfortably inside your heart. What did I say with the color? I'm wearing green, heart chakra energy. Wow. That was just a hornet. Something's gonna come in and shock you. Something's gonna come in and force you to take the steps that you're guided to take by listening to your heart. Be clear on what you want and actively work towards it, and it's going to come into fruition. Something is going to come to light because it's a part of your birthright. It's a part of what God has intended for you to fulfill in this life. God has prophesied this already for you, and you are going to have a chance of redo, is what I'm getting. You are going to have something revisit you. The past might try to revisit you. You must discern what steps you have to take, what decision you have to make. You're going to have to come to some type of agreement. You're going to have to come to some type of terms with some type of decision, and you are going to have to actively seek. You're going to have to actively fulfill this decision. You have a mission here on this earth. I'm getting. It says again, everything you say and do and everything you fail to say or do has a flow-on effect. Again, you have a decision. You are at a crossroads, I'm getting, for someone out there. You are at a crossroads because you have been standing still for far too long. But again, with the world earlier, something is going to be closing out, and it's going to happen in divine timing, and you are going to make a move that is financially rewarding to you, is what I'm getting. And again, heavily on, there's something about business, a business opportunity, an idea that will bring you financial freedom. A positive effect can only be achieved by being true to yourself. Authenticity. What you're doing right now is not 100% authentic. I'm getting collective in whatever area that may resonate for you. And now it's time to not be stagnant. It's time to see and reevaluate your priorities. And you should be your number one priority. Yourself. The decisions that you're making. Having a healthier lifestyle and having a healthy relationship with yourself. With money. The people around you. With God. With the Most High. Having healthy relationships are important at this time as well. It says the right decision is the one that sits comfortably inside your heart. We have a gut instinct. We have gut feelings majority of the time. Go with the gut feeling. Go with what's in your heart. Listen to the divine. Ask and bring it to God. Ask in prayer if this is the right action for you, collective, at this time. Go somewhere, squirrel. Leave me alone. This squirrel is blowing me, bro. Go. Move. Sorry, y'all. That squirrel came back again. Not me scared of a squirrel. Oh my God. See, something is going to be forcing you to make a move. Something is, that's twice now that squirrel came in and pushed me out my position right here. A squirrel. Something is going to be that squirrel in your life, and you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to move. You're going to have to move. And that could be a beautiful thing for you. It could be that push that you, it could be that push. Look at me scared looking behind me, seeing if the squirrel's over there. But anyway, something is going to make you move, and because God is putting you in position to receive the reward from your risk. Going back to this, it says don't make your decision based on guilt or what you think you should do. Be true to you, for it is only by being true to yourself that you can be true to others. And that's beautiful. We're going to go ahead and end the reading on that note, collective. Again, something is going to be coming into your life, spinning the block on you, but not in the way that you might think. This is not, I'm not getting a past person. I'm getting a past idea that you once have started or didn't start. What you fail or fail not to do or say has a flow-on effect, like it said in that passage there. But you are now being granted a redo, a second chance. Something is coming back around in your life, and it's up to you to make a decision whether or not you want to work towards it or ignore it. But really, I'm getting that you should work towards it and go within yourself. Ask yourself, ask God what it is that you need in order to succeed in whatever idea this is for you. May you be blessed. May you be blessed. And remember, thy will be done through me. Thy will and not mine be done, collective. And so it will be. This is beautiful. It's a beautiful time of transformation for you. Embrace it. With love, value, and light. I'm TimelessTiMarie. Peace out.